Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of California Dreaming here in the MLS with LAFC, where we're coming back for 2 games against Seattle and Colorado. It's not been that long since we last played. Obviously it was the LA Galaxy match. We've only done 2 games. We lost 1-0 to Dallas with them scoring in the 89th minute. We didn't really play great, but I mean neither did they. They sort of just scored 1 goal and that was kind of enough to win. We did then play Houston and we bounced back. We won 2-0. Emmanuel Abue with his first goal for the club. And Tommy Thompson, which is the greatest and most American name I've ever heard. But Arthur Masuaku got sent off in the 68th minute for a second yellow card. It was a little disappointing considering we've been playing so well up to that point. But we managed to see it out, kept the clean sheet. And we've still got like 5 games in hand on everybody else for MLS reasons. So yeah, we're here for Seattle and Colorado. So we're going to CenturyLink Field, and then Colorado are coming to the Bank of California Stadium. Not much else really to go through. Obviously, we're not in a transfer. Well, we are in a transfer window, but I mean, I can't really sign anybody because they all want like designated player contracts and stuff. Not really many changes are happening. So I've moved Carlos Vela out to the wing. He's still not playing great, but he's now playing better. But I mean, it's not really that amazing. So we're going to keep Stephen Hayward up front, at least for now. Mostly because I feel like it's going to be safe. We are going to play Tommy Thompson instead of Zamilican because he has been a niggling injury. So we've got going to have a midfield of Chaim Felipe and Marouane Fellaini. Obviously Lindegaard's in goal. He's actually been doing really well. Anil Fisher, obviously we got him from Seattle at right back, and I'm kind of just yammering on because it's 1 AM. Let's just get into the match. No point in, yammering on for no reason. Unless you guys want me to. Obviously I can do that if you want. Let's go. I know there are notes here, but I'm going to go the fans' performance to cheer for. It did nothing. Yes, but here we go. Cool, let's play. It's quite a packed stadium here up in the state of Washington. And that's not Washington DC. They're 2 different places for anyone who's not an American. So Washington State is way up near Canada. Washington DC is the District of Columbia and the other side of the country. But Seattle on the ball with Dempsey up to Adekoya. I'm really tired. Like my eyes are struggling to focus on what the names of the players are. Oh, and Clint Dempsey scored after 3 minutes. That's a positive start. The players seem very camera shy. We've yet to win a game or even score, I think, while on camera. But there you go, Marouane Fellaini. A minute later, never doubt Marouane Fellaini. That's what you got to learn. It's like a key life lesson. Fellaini, just Belgians in general, just seem to be dominant. That seems to be a trend on YouTube. Say Belgians are good, everybody loves that. Everybody loves a Belgian. Vela, Hayward, Tommy Thompson, Fellaini again. Oh, he's at the crossbar this time. Oh, Marouane Fellaini. He's a man on a mission, and that mission is to beat Seattle. He wants to prove he's better than Clint Dempsey, which he's doing at the moment. He's got an 8. Dempsey's got a 7.2. So Fellaini is on top. And we are dominating. 5 shots to 2, 4 on target. Although we've not got any possession, despite the fact we are on control. But at the same time, I mean, we're the dominating team, so if they're having to shoot from that outside the box, I'll take that any day. Leerdam, Dempsey, Ladero. Oh, I thought that went in. I legitimately thought that they just scored then. That was ridiculously close. Alright, Abue, Fellaini, Carlos Vela. Do something useful, Vela. Hayward. There you go. You put Vela out on the wing, Play Hayward up front. I'm a tactical genius. Tactical genius. See, I know what I'm doing. Fella's been playing terrible up front. Put him on the wing, gets an assist for the player who's coming to replace him. There, half time. It's raining really heavily here. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the rain on the windows, but it's really heavy because it's about 1 AM, technically Thursday morning, and this video is going to be uploaded in like 15 hours. I'm happy with your performance so far. There we go. And so, yeah, you know, I do feel like I leave this to the last minute a lot of the time, but you know, I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I know is going to cause controversy on the internet. I've been playing Battlefront 2, but I've been enjoying it, so I don't really care what people think of that. It's just a fun game. And obviously with microtransactions turned off for now, and the whole Belgium saying you're gambling or whatever, you know. Oh, pause it. I forgot to pause it. Okay, let's bring on... Who's tired? Nobody really. Okay, I'll just let it play then. No one's tired. No one's really playing bad. We'll just let it play. I mean, they all seem frustrated and disenchanted. That's what I like to see. Oh, Fellaini has picked up a yellow. I'd rather not have him sent off considering he's playing as a ball-winning midfielder. So we will bring on Michael Thomas for Fellaini, just as a precaution after obviously Masuaku got sent off in the last game. I don't want to make a habit of our designated players not finishing games, because that wouldn't be great. I've actually taken off both our designated players. I just realised that. So we have no designated players on the pitch, so that's good. Okay, going to the 80th minute. Let's bring on... Who's our worst performer? I mean, it's Wynn or Fisher, really. And they're both at the same sort of level. So I'm going to bring on John Brennan. He's a youngster. We'll bring him on for Wynn. Let's hope that's not the biggest tactical mistake I ever make. Oh, and he's gone bald as well. Why are all my youth, like my youth new gens and stuff, all suddenly bald? They weren't bald at first, and now they're all bald. There you go, Fisher, picking it up. Lindegaard out. Thompson wins it. Hayward. He doesn't find anybody. Adekoya. Plays it to Wingo. Cleared away, but only as far as Ladero out on the wing. Plays it into Dempsey. Oh my god, that's a horrible goal to concede. We just couldn't get near the ball. That is absolutely terrible. Yeah, I'm not surprised Lindegaard's frustrated. He's barely had anything to do all day except pick the ball out of his net, because they've not really hit the target. Although we've got a highlight right here at the death. Oh no, it's not them countering, is it? Oh god. Don't let them score now. It's cleared away, only as far as Wingo. Dempsey. Cleared away. Is it our highlight? I don't know what this highlight is. I'm really confused. Make a mistake. No, he's not done that. It's gone to Rodan. Wingo. Felipe picks it up. Plays it forward to nobody. Adekoya. Ball over to Ladero. Plays it across to Dempsey, who scores. We're never going to win while I'm recording, are we? That's just not going to happen. I have a bad feeling we're now going to lose to Colorado because we don't apparently win while recording. Maybe I shouldn't have taken off Fellaini. Maybe risking the red card would have been worth it. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because I mean, I still feel like taking off Fellaini was the smart thing to do, despite the fact he was our best player on the pitch, because if he gets sent off, we're down to 10 men and they're just going to be all over us. Or should I have dropped it just to counter instead of control, or I don't know. Carlos Ferrer's not been playing great, and he's just complaining now. But that's really disappointing. That leaves us in 9th with 2 games in hand, and obviously only 2 points outside the playoffs. If we win both those games in hand, we could end up in the top 2, which lets us bypass the first part of the playoffs, which would be nice. Yeah, it was a disappointing collapse, actually. I agree with that. So I'll see you in a few seconds at the Colorado match. Alright, so here we are for the match against Colorado. Obviously the last match was a massive disappointment, so I've made a couple of changes. Obviously Masuaku comes back in at left back. I've dropped Vela because he's been playing terribly, and while he got an assist in the last game, he still only got a 6.6. And he's a designated player on 400 grand a month. He needs to be doing better than that. So Zemeliankian, or however you pronounce that name, comes back in as a winger, and we're going to keep Hayward up front. Obviously Vela can come on and cover any of those positions if needed. Maybe as a sub he'll be a bit more inclined to do better. So let's get straight into the match. No pointing dilly-dallying, which is a very British word. So if there are any Americans watching, I apologise. That basically means pissing about. Let's go. Come on, lad, show me what you can do. And Aboué looked confident. Yeah. I do quite like the new way they do that, but it is quite annoying when you just kind of want to play the game. Alright, don't be a kickoff highlight. Just deal with it. Deal with it. Oh, Hayward just... Okay, deal with it that way if you want. That's fine. And I do feel like we play better when we have more of the possession. We're having another early highlight like against Seattle. Hopefully it's not another goal, because that's just going to be absolutely terrible. But hopefully Anders Lindegaard will come out on top of the former Man United keepers now playing in America match. That's a thing. Fisher, Luke Hyam, Felipe, Fellaini, Hyam, Felipe to nobody. Nope. Fellaini, Tommy Thompson. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. It was a shit cross, but he hit the crossbar, and that means it's a highlight. Alright, Zem with the corner, and it was rubbish. Bad Zem. No, I would just take a really terrible 0-0 at this point. I really would. I just don't want to lose again while recording. We've not won as LAFC while recording a match. That's really terrible. We've lost to San Jose, LA Galaxy, and now Seattle. Hopefully we can beat Colorado, or at least get a draw. Because we should be a decent team. Like, comparing the players, all my players like, yeah, decent player for the MLS. Oh god, Masuaku's going to get sent off again, isn't he? That won't be great if that happens. Just don't do it in the first half. Massive throw to nobody. Don't let this be their highlight. Oh no, Hayward. Oh, he won the ball back really cleverly and then did nothing with it really. But that's our first shot, so not been great, has it, really? Aigner. Oh, and Lindegaard. I don't know what it is, but like that type of cross, keepers seem to struggle with it in FM, and I don't know why. Like, no matter how good they are, if the cross is like that, they never just pick it up. They always seem to parry it out of play. Alright, might have to change the tactics slightly in the second half because it's not really working. I mean, they're not really getting shots away, but at the same time, neither are we. Let's say unlucky boys. And Fellaini looked to switch off. Very good, Fellaini. I'm glad you switched off. Let's go to counter-attack. Let's start second half. I'm just going to change that because they have had more possession. Maybe going counter-attacking will work in our favour. They've not been massively, obviously, in charge of possession, but it might be enough. Oh no, it's their highlight. Boué clears, only back out to Gashi. Oh, Lindegaard's got to be doing better there, I feel. That's terrible. We're going to lose again, aren't we? I mean, any time I seem to show a match, we lose. It's just getting ridiculous. When you guys aren't here, we play really well. But when I'm recording, we're just terrible. It just knows. Win. Fellaini. Out to Thompson. Beats his man. Tommy Thompson. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Well, Hayward's not playing great. Let's bring on Vela, because he can't do much worse, can he? That's kind of how I feel on that. He can't do much worse. Counter-attacking has not worked. It's just kind of made them more dominant. So that's also not gone well. Seems we're losing. We might as well attack. They might not be expecting it this early. Let's bring on Miller for Masuaku, who's not playing well. Let's confirm and let's go. And if at the 75th minute we're still not in it, I'm sticking Fellaini up front as well. Aboué. Felipe. Hyam. To nobody. They're going to counter on us. No. Miller picks it up. Plays it back to Lindegaard. Lindegaard smashes it forward to Zem. Zem beats his man easily. Across. Nobody there. Back to Zem. Felipe. Thompson. Tommy Thompson with the goal. That's my man. Tommy Thompson. He's best player in the MLS. Should be an American international, I think. Should be playing for the USA. Alright, we've got one sub left. Who do we bring on? We're going to bring on Gerzakic for Felipe. Because Gerzakic has a good free kick on him. We might get a set piece and he can just bang it in the back of the net. Well, considering they were talking about how Tim Howard hasn't conceded in a while, getting that goal, that's decent. But it's their highlight again, and don't lose it again in like the 80th minute. That would just be annoying. Zem beats his man again. He's got that left back in his or right back, whoever it is, and Vela smashes it over because he's Carlos Vela and he is absolutely terrible. I'm currently doing my personal save is a Scottish Championship save with Breakin, and my strikers at Breakin seem to be better than Vela. He just seems really terrible no matter where I play him. Remit. Oh, jeez Louise. Just literally giving them the ball there. Lindegaard. Forward to nobody. Can't win the second ball. Schiavi or Schiavi. I think it's Schiavi, isn't it? Alright, 5 minutes added on. That seems to be very common in FM18. You get like 5 minutes added on. Seems very common. Boué clears. Fisher. And that's the end of the game. Really disappointed with Vela. I might try and sell him. He's really, really terrible. And it's ridiculous. The amount of money he's on, he's taken up an international slot, he's taken up a designated player slot. I could bring in someone like Fernando Torres. He would guarantee me goals, I feel like. Because he's just one of those type of players in FM where you just have him on the pitch, he will just score you goals. But not Vela. Vela is terrible. I mean, he's worth 5.75 million, but he's on 412k. And he's just terrible. He's just terrible. I mean, he's averaging 6.59. Let's go to the squad quickly. Have they got average rating here? Let's... Sorry to bring it up. Have they got average rating? Any way to bring it up at all? Let's do it through tactics then. His average rating, he is the second worst player. With only Glenn Gibson, a person who has played one match, being worse. And he's 1.5 stars. I mean, for the love of God. I mean, yeah, Stephen Hayward is only playing a 6.63 as our striker. But he is young. He has a high potential. And he's actually scored 2 goals. Vela is just annoying. I'm going to leave it on that point there. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next episode of California Dreaming. Bye bye.